Hola, ¿qué tal amigos? Buenos días, buenas tardes y buenas noches. No importa la hora que sea, siempre es un gran momento para aprender español con Profesor Pablo. All right, thanks for tuning in. Welcome back. Subscribe and like if you feel so inclined. Greatly appreciated. Our lesson today, we're going back to commands. We did a lot with all 5 commands. We've done a bunch of lessons since, and now we need to come back and kind of start wrapping up all 5 commands. Well, we haven't talked about the irregular commands yet. We've done the stem change, we've done a lot of different quirkiness in the commands, right? But we haven't done the irregulars yet. So today we're going to look at the 8 familiar irregular positive to commands. We're looking at the 5 irregular formal usted commands, and then we're going to go ahead and take a look at our go verbs in the formal usted command, and we're going to take a look at the ZC verbs in the formal usted command. Remember, in English, there's only one command. Go to the store, don't go, let's go, right? But in Spanish, we have 5 ways of saying a command. And so we have the usted way, with someone with whom you're on a last name basis. We have the ustedes, which would be a group. 2 or more people get the ustedes command, right? Then we have the let's form, like the we command, like let's go. Then you have tell your friend not to go, don't go. And then you have go for a friend. That's a familiar command. And we know that 4 of the 5 commands are opposite vowel. Remember, opposite vowel for AR verbs is E. Opposite vowel for ER and IR verbs is the letter A. We know that the familiar positive to command is simply the LA form of the present tense, which is regular vowel. So we have OV representing opposite vowel and RV now for regular vowel. Let's take a look here. We have 8 familiar irregular positive to commands. The verbs are hacer, tener, poner, venir, salir, ir, ser, and decir. This is the to command, right? How do you form the positive to command? You just take the LA of the present tense, but not with these verbs. These are irregular. So the to command for hacer is Oz, H-A-Z, the Wizard of Oz. Then we have tener, it's ten, T-E-N. Poner, P-O-N, pon. Venir, to come, ben. Notice it's the first 3 letters, first 3 letters, first 3 letters. And here, hacer, to maintain the integrity of the soft C sound, right? We change the C to a Z because if we left it with a C, it'd be ak. So there's a logic. There's for most everything in Spanish, there is a logical explanation. There are a few things here and there that just kind of evolved that way. And I had a great Spanish teacher, my favorite teacher of all time. He said, Pablo, once in a while, the answer is going to be, pues porque así es. Well, that's just the way it is. That's the way it evolved, right? Like, why does Z change to C in front of an I or an E, right? The Z is already soft, but that's just the way it is. Pues porque así es. Getting back here, haz, ten, pon, ven, sal. Now the command, you want to tell your friend to go home? Ve a la casa. Go to the store, ve a la tienda. Go to the market, ve al mercado. Go to school, ve a la escuela. Ser, it's say. The command is say with an accent mark, okay, to distinguish it from the pronoun say, the reflexive pronoun say. Now we know that say also means I know, but say with an accent mark can also mean the command be. Like tell a friend, tell a little kid, sé bueno, sé buena to a little girl, sé buena niña, sé buena. And then decir is D-I, di la verdad, tell the truth. All right, so we have haz, ten, pon, ben, sal, be, say, di. In a silly way, when I taught high school, I told the kids, pretend there's a person, a girl, her name is Sadie. She's wrapped up on the train tracks in H brand toilet paper. Wrapped up on the train tracks in H brand toilet paper. And you have to save her. Okay, you walk up to the tracks and you say, haz, ten, pon, HTP, H brand toilet paper, HTP, ben, come, salve. If you combine these two, it means save, like a person's life, and then Sadie, we're making the name Sadie. Oh my gosh, HTP, ben salve Sadie. It's kind of silly, but you know what? silly works. If you can make an association, remember what you need to remember, it helps. So, haz, ten, pon, ben, sal, be, se, di. Haz la tarea, do the homework. Haz bien en el examen, do well on the test. Hazlo hoy mismo, do it today. Hazlo ahorita, do it right now. Let's go with tener. Ten paciencia, be patient. Ten una fiesta, have a party. Ten, poner, pon la mesa, set the table. Pon el dinero en el banco, put the money in the bank. Venir, ven acá, come over here. Ven acá, ven. Come to the party, ven a la fiesta. Come to the game, ven al partido. You're talking to a friend. Salir, leave early, sal temprano. Leave at 1 o'clock sharp. Sal a la una en punto. Leave with us, sal con nosotros. Sal mañana, leave tomorrow night. Sal mañana por la noche. Ve, go with us, ve con nosotros. Go with him, ve con él. Go with her, ve con ella. Ve, go. Ser, to be good. Sé bueno. Sé bueno, be good. To a little girl, sé buena. Let's go to decir, tell me, dime. D-I-M-E, like a dime in English, but it's dime in Spanish. Dime, tell me, one word. Tell her, dile, one word, dile. Tell mom, dile a mamá. Tell dad, dile a papá. Tell your teacher, dile a tu maestro. Tell your principal, dile a tu directora, a tu director. Di la verdad, tell the truth. Di la verdad y nada menos que la verdad. Tell the truth and nothing but the truth. Di la verdad y nada menos que la verdad. So these are the familiar positive to irregular commands. 8 of them. Ocho. Crazy 8. The crazy 8 right here. Haz, ten, pon, ben, sal, be, se, di. Haz, ten, pon, ben, sal, be, se, di. Accent on the E of se. The formal usted commands. We told you all but 5 verbs in the Spanish language in the yo form of the present tense, they're going to end in o. And the 5 that don't, estoy, voy, soy, doy, and se. So here you go. So you can't go boy, there's no o to change it to opposite vowel. So we have vaya. You've all heard this a million times. Vaya con Dios. May God go with you. Go with God. May God be with you. Vaya con Dios. Estar, esté. Esté preparado. That's the usted command to an usted person. You're telling somebody comes up to your counter, hey, be ready for the test tomorrow. Esté preparado. Esté preparada, señora, para el examen. Esté alerta. Be alert. Dar, to give. Why does dar have an accent here on the de? Because the preposition de, like it belongs to mom, es de mamá. There's no accent on the preposition, but the verb de has an accent mark to distinguish it in meaning. Deme el dinero. Deme would be one word, and if you make it one word, we drop the accent mark there because there's no need for it now. Deme el dinero. Give me the money. Dele a papá las llaves. Give dad the keys. Dele las llaves a papá. De. Sea. To a kid, sea bueno. To a group of kids, sean buenos. Sea mi amigo. Be my partner. Sea mi socio. Sea. Saber. Sepa means to know. A teacher says this to, you're tutoring someone younger than you and you're maintaining the teacher usted, not that you're not using the to form. The usted form, you'd say, sepa esto para el examen. Know this for the test. Sepa esto para mañana en la clase. Know this for tomorrow in the class. So, here you go. You know, back in the old days in the United States of America, when they talked about the Roaring '20s and problems that were confronted by the police, they'd call in the feds, right? F-E-D, the feds. Well, these are the VEDS, V-E-D-S-S. That's how I came up with a way to remember it. Put a little hook on it, right? The VEDS. Vaya, esté, de, sea, sepa, or sepa, sea, either way. Vaya, esté, de, sea, sepa. Just know that there are 5 irregulars, and they are vaya, esté, de, sea, and sepa. Okay? That's our first cluster and our second cluster. There are 8 irregular familiar, and there are 5 irregular formal, the positive familiar. Now, we have usted commands of go verbs and ZC verbs. Here are the common ones. Haga for hacer, diga for decir, ponga for poner, salga for salir, traiga for bring, traer, caiga for caer or caerse to fall, oiga to hear or to listen, to hear up, to listen up, tenga to have, venir comes from, venga comes from venir, come, and valga comes from valer, to be worth. There's an expression, válgame Dios. Válgame Dios, like good heavens, good gracious, goodness gracious. Válgame Dios. I don't know where you'd give a person a command and say, be worth a lot of money. Valga mucho dinero. You could say that, but my parents never said it to me. I never had a teacher say it to me, and I've never said it to anyone. But the command for valer is valga, valga. Okay? Now we have our ZC verbs. Conozca. If I wanted to tell an usted person going to France, I'd say get to know Paris. I'd say conozca a Paris. The a is the personal a. We're referring to Paris, the great, wonderful city. But of course, the city is made up of people. Conozca a Paris. Anytime you do something to a person, you have to use a personal a in front. Conduzca. Drive carefully. Conduzca con cuidado. Traduzca. Traduzca las frases para el examen. Translate the sentences for the test. Ofrezca, offer. Ofrezca ayuda, offer help. Produzca, produzca petróleo. Produce oil, produzca petróleo. Here's one, produce results. Produzca resultados. Obey your parents. Obedezca a tus padres. No, this would be sus padres, because it's a usted command. Obedezca a sus padres. All right, so these are the go verbs. Haga, diga, ponga, salga, traiga, caiga, oiga, tenga, venga, valga. And the ZC, conozca, conduzca, traduzca, ofrezca, produzca, obedezca. There are some other ZC verbs like merecer, to deserve, but they don't really lend themselves to command. So these are the big ones you want to know for ZC verbs. These are the go verbs, all of them basically. And of course we have our irregular formal usted, 5 of them. We have our irregular familiar positive to command, of which there are 8. Let's go over them again. Hacer, all the way down. Haz, ten, pon, ven, sal, ve, se, di. The usted commands. Vaya, esté, de, sea, sepa. The go verbs. Haga, diga, ponga, salga, traiga, caiga, oiga, tenga, venga, valga. The ZC, conozca, conduzca, traduzca, ofrezca, produzca, and obedezca. Let's go in English. Do or make, have, put, come, leave, go, be, say or tell. Know, be, give, be, go. Do, tell or say, put, leave, bring, fall, listen up or hear, have, come, and be worth. Here, get to know, conozca, drive, conduzca, traduzca, translate, ofrezca, offer, produzca, produce, and obedezca, to obey. Let's practice a little bit. Let's say you want to tell a friend of yours to do something. You would put a lo on the end here and just say hazlo. That's it. Hazlo. Hazlo. How would you tell an usted person to do something? It would be hágalo. But when you say hágalo, notice we're stressing the A at the beginning. There's going to be an accent on that first A. Hágalo. How would you tell your friend to put money in the bank? Pon dinero en el banco. How would you tell an usted person to put money in the bank? Ponga dinero en el banco. Venir. How would you tell your friend come to the party? Ven a la fiesta. An usted person to come to the party? Venga a la fiesta. Traiga. Traiga dinero. Bring money. No se caiga, don't fall. Now remember about commands. There are 5 commands. There's the usted command, then there's the ustedes command, and the let's form, the we command. Those first 3 commands, if you want to make them negative, you just put a no in front. For example, don't do anything, no haga nada. To a group of people, don't do anything, no hagan nada. To our own group, to ourselves, let's not do anything, no hagamos nada. So your usted, your ustedes, and your we command, the let's form, those to be negative, you just put a no in front and that's it. Okay? However, when you do the -2 command, right? If I want to say don't do it to a friend, it would be no lo hagas. I take the usted command, haga, put a no in front, add an s, no hagas, and put the lo between the no and the hagas. No lo hagas. Don't do it. If I want to say to my friend, don't say it, no lo digas. Don't put it on the table. No lo pongas en la mesa. Don't leave, no salgas. Don't bring anything, no traigas nada. Don't fall, no te caigas. So let's take a verb, let's take the verb hacer, and let's go in all 5 command forms. Let's go with usted, haga, ustedes hagan. The we command, the let's form would be hagamos. Don't do to a friend would be no hagas. And the familiar la form, it's irregular, it would be has. Let's go with venir, very common verb. We told you that there aren't many irregular verbs and stem-changing verbs in Spanish, but the ones that we have, we use them heavily, as you're beginning to see. Once you master these key verbs, you're well on your way to fluency. Let's go with venir. Let's start off with an usted command. I tell a lady, come tomorrow, venga mañana. I tell a group of people to come tomorrow, vengan mañana. I say, let's come tomorrow. Let's come back tomorrow. Vengamos mañana. Actually, we would say regresemos mañana or volvamos mañana. Let's return tomorrow. But just for the purpose of an example, vengamos would be let's come. Okay? Now, don't come. You would take the usted command, put a no in front of it, and add an s. No vengas. And what would be the familiar command to a friend? The +2 command for a friend to come? Ven. Let's take the verb salir. You want to tell an usted person to leave? Salga, 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 salga. You want to tell a group of people to leave? Salgan, salgan. You want to say, let's leave. Salgamos. Tell your friend not to leave? No salga plus s. No salgas. But if you want to, if you want to tell your friend to leave, positive command, it's irregular, sal, 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 sal. Sometimes you hear people say salte, salte, like get out of here. Okay? Let's go with the verb ir, to go. Tell an usted person to go, vaya. A group of people to go, vayan. Let's go, vayamos. We're going to find out there's an optional form of the we command for the verb ir, and it's vamos. We hear it all the time. Vámonos. Let's go. Vámonos means let's take off. Let's get out of here. Vámonos, ya. Just vamos. Vamos a la fiesta. Let's go to the party. You could also say vayamos a la fiesta. More common to say vamos a la fiesta. But again, let's run through all 5 commands with the verb to go. Vaya, vayan, vayamos. Tell your friend not to go, no vayas. Tell your friend to go, ve, ve. Let's go here. Let's talk about ser bueno, to be good. Tell an usted person to be good. It would be sea bueno. Tell a group of kids to be good, sean buenos. Say to ourselves, let's be good, seamos buenos. Don't be bad. No seas malo. And be good to your friend, say bueno. So these irregular, familiar, +2 commands, these irregular, formal usted commands, they just blend in with all 5 commands that we've studied, right? They just blend in. So hopefully when you get to any verb now in the Spanish language, we've had instruction and we've had practice on how to do all 5 commands now for any verb in the Spanish language. We have one big lesson left on commands, and that will be how to handle reflexive commands. Like you hear people say all the time, sit down. The verb is sentarse, but it's siéntese. Sit down for a group, siéntense. Sit down for us, let's sit down, sentémonos. Don't sit down, no te sientes, and siéntate for the to command. We're going to learn how to do all those reflexive verbs for all types of verbs. We just need to know how to get to the yo form of the present tense. If somehow we can get to the yo form of the present tense, we're almost home free, keeping in mind our irregulars. So we've had a lot of instruction, we've had practice, we've gone over things more than once, but this is the beginning phase. It's like beginning to walk, beginning to run, okay? You're just going to do nothing but get better as we go back and review these. And believe me, we will be bringing up commands throughout all of our time that we do our lessons here on YouTube. So don't think that if you don't get it today completely, this is your last chance. No, we will revisit commands. We revisit everything that we teach. It comes back again and again. And of course, the go verbs, haga, diga, ponga, salga, traiga, caiga, oiga, valga, venga, tenga. Those are the go verbs in the usted command. And then from the usted command, you can get all your first 4 commands, and then the last command is regular vowel. Remember, the usted, ustedes, the we command, what we call the let's form, and the negative to command are all opposite vowel, right? The el, ella, the positive to command, is the el, ella form of the present tense, regular vowel. You know what an RV, it's a recreational vehicle. OV is for 4 of the 5 commands, RV, regular vowel, for the positive to command, with these exceptions, the irregulars. Okay? All right. Again, this is our first time with these, but we will be coming back and revisiting really soon. All right. Thanks again. Commands, it's a lot because commands are based on the present tense, and you know the present tense has more quirkiness, right? More gremlins and glitches to it than any other verb tense. So that's why it's taken a while to plow through the commands, but I think we're moving in the right direction, okay? The point is, it's like progress is gradual. Don't expect an overnight sensational change. And if you do have that, then that is awesome. Congratulations. You're ahead of the game. But usually the learning process, it's gradual and you get better and better. And then after a while, the light turns on and then it starts getting a little brighter and brighter and brighter, and you can handle commands much better. And so again, we'll be back to commands soon. Thanks for tuning in. Es todo por ahora. Tengan un super gran día. This is Profesor Pablo signing off. Cambio fuera.